the driver's seat of the series, but if Monolithic wants to make that change, now is a good time to start. Out of Knights Templar, a free 40 seconds, now another 15. They're going to get basically a full 60 on P4.
I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me. And I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hope is hope right now.
Oh, Lord! Oh, feed him, Devin Leak! Season 3 thus far. God damn it, I'm hyped.
God damn it, I'm hyped.
You just gotta trade here.
Yeah. Welcome to the Headshot. I am your host, Sauce Mandela, here alongside my co-host, Shifty HJP. Hunter, how you doing?
Good, man. It's been a long week. We had, unfortunately, only one match on stream Monday and then nothing yesterday, which was an unfortunate bout of inability to schedule. Teams weren't wanting to cooperate with us and get something scheduled yesterday, which is unfortunate. But Monday was a great match, and ready to get into the weekend. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Definitely ready to get into the weekend. I wish these kids would schedule their matches Monday through Wednesday, but I mean, it is what it is. We got one streamed match this week, which is disappointing, but it was a Corn and Shifty cast, which was fucking awesome. Always love when Corn and Shifty are on the K7 League.
Thank you. It was a good time.
You guys always seem to get sweeps or 3-1s, which sucks.
True.
But
Yep.
But
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I think I can only remember one match in recent history that Corn and I did that made it all the way to a map 5.
yeah,
Which is really disappointing. Really
it's a
disappointing.
bad coincidence. A bad coincidence.
Well, yeah, you know what's wild? Fun fact for you. I know this is a little off kilter, but did you know that Corn and I casted a Warzone tournament once?
I feel like yeah.
This was
I
like
think
back
so.
in the. This was like.
This
back
is the
in
same era
original Modern
when
Warfare
me and
days.
you played the $100 Warzone game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I still have that clip on my Twitch, by the way.
Yeah, I know you're a prick for that.
One of the clips. Yeah, no. So I mean, again, it was a good week. It was a good week this week. It was a long week. I think it's super unfortunate that we were only able to get one match on stream, but the one match that we did get on stream was actually really important for Division Charlie. So it was at least a match that, if we were to only play one on stream, at least it was one that had some weight behind it. In being Final Form versus Clemson. So.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we'll take a look at the standings a little bit later, but I feel like Division Charlie is really the only tight battle. I mean, as I look at it here, it looks as if, I mean, M7 is. We'll just go to it. How about that? We'll just pull it up and get right into it.
We'll do it live.
Because the reason I say that is because M7 is 6-0 on their map wins, 2-0 in the division.
Yep.
But the Night Marches are right on their fucking tail.
Yep.
And
which, by the way, big match this week for them. Night Marchers play SYG this week. That has yet to be scheduled, but they will have to play sometime before the 29th, going into the 30th at midnight. So they'll have to play that game sometime this week.
actually, it's scheduled.
Oh, is it? Is it
Sunday,
scheduled now?
9 p.m.
Sick. So there you go. Sunday at 9 p.m. will probably decide the second place for Division Beta as well. So,
And that will be your 2 playoff teams from that division. Top 2 from each division will make the playoffs. NOLA has pretty much secured their spot. M7 has pretty much secured their spot. Hyped, I would say.
Yeah,
I would say everyone's division leader has secured their spot. I mean, not having 0 losses going into week 3 and Final Form with 3 wins is Final Form's automatically in 9-1 in their map counts. Let's just give them a round of applause on the headshot. We doubted them to begin with. Fucking 9-1, 3-0 in their matches. Love to see that. Good for them. They've locked in their playoff spot. But Aspire, Clemson with 1 win each. Savior and Triptych with 1 win each. Night Marches and SYG 1 win each. Pobo and Monolithic 1 win each. I mean, we got one guarantee from each division. One guarantee not non-competitor in each division.
Yep.
Surprisingly natural talent here. Fucking let's highlight that. 0-2,
Really
2-6 on their map counts. That's fucking mind-blowing.
Yep. Very shocking.
So we have one non-competitor in each division, 1 locked up competitor in each division, and then 2 teams that are battling for a playoff spot. And as I look here,
Yeah, do you have
Hyped plays Savior.
Yep.
On Friday at 8.
Mm-hmm.
That could be bad for Savior.
It's definitely going to be bad for Savior. It's definitely going to be bad for Savior because I don't think Savior has a snowball's chance in hell.
Not with the new roster. Not with Hype's new roster.
I think because Triptych plays natural talent, and I'm going to give Triptych that match. I think I'm going to bet against natural talent based on for the first time I think ever in my career with K7. And that I don't think that natural talent is going to take it. I think Triptych is going to win that, and I think Triptych is probably going to win it in a 3-0, 3-1 fashion. And if I
myself am going to take the opposite.
You're going to take natural talent?
I don't want to bet against them.
Yeah, I think
and I think that if they have all 4 players the whole match, and they've been playing the last week or so together in good scrims and haven't been fighting and shit, I think with a well-off natural talent team, I think that they win that. I think it'll be a close battle, but I think that they'll win it.
And so here's a crazy thought, right? So given the breakdown of that division, given the breakdown of Division Delta, if natural talent wins, right? If they come out in 3-0 Triptych, that puts natural talent in second place. Because there's no way that Savior beats Hyped. I'm just going to say it out.
There's no way they get a map?
God, no. I don't think so. I don't
think so either. I was just raising the question because...
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that's an easy 3-0 for Hyped. And if that's the case, right, so that would move Savior United down to 3 and 6 in map count. And then Triptych currently sitting at 3 and 3 in map count. So the fact that if natural talent, let's play devil's advocate, if natural talent does beat Triptych this week, then because they won 2 maps against Hyped, that's automatically going to put them in second place unless Triptych pushes it to a map 5 with natural talent. So if Triptych pushes it to a map 5, then we have a tiebreaker, or we have a tie for second place between Triptych and natural talent. Because then they would actually because then they'd all 3 be 1 and 2, and Triptych and natural talent would have a tie in map count.
What was Triptych natural talent's map count when they played?
They haven't played. They play this week.
Gotcha.
So they play.
No,
this week,
I mean,
so...
I'm sorry. I meant Oh shit! Damn. So then, if the tiebreaker at that point, the tiebreaker would be head to head. So winner of that match would be the winner, or would be the playoff contender.
Right. Exactly. So that actually means. So I know it shows on your screen that natural talent is in last place in Division Delta, but if they come out and take a win against Triptych, they're going to be in second place. They're going to be in second place because they would then win the... And so let's say it does go to a map 5, right? So let's say it does go to a map 5. That would put natural talent's map win-loss at 5 and 6, or 5 and 8, rather. And then that would put Triptych's at 5 and 8, or 5 and 6. So technically, maybe not. Maybe Triptych would win the tiebreaker because they'd have less map losses. I don't know how that would work because they would have less map losses, but Natural Talent would have beaten.
They'd have the same
Triptych.
amount of and they'd have the same amount of map
So-
wins.
Yeah, so I don't know how that tiebreaker would go. But again, the bottom line is if Natural Talent takes it in a 3-0 fashion against Triptych, so let's just say Natural
Or
Talent
even
comes out
3-1.
shooting nukes, right? So Natural Talent comes out shooting nukes and puts Triptych in the dirt. If they do, then Natural Talent is going to have essentially 1 week to move from 4th all the way up to playoff contention, depending on how they play against Triptych. So they're not out of the woods quite yet, but definitely a dangerous position.
They're getting close. And I know that this is even more unlikely than Natural Talent doing it. But who does Unwanted Gods play this week?
Unwanted Gods plays Noah Flight. So yeah, there ain't no
Yeah,
shot.
there's no shot. They're fucked.
Yeah, there ain't no shot in hell.
Yeah.
So
Well, okay, so then we got. Does Monolithic play Povo?
Monolithic does play Povo. So that's a big shake-up match too. So for the schedule, right? So for the schedule here, in Group Alpha, we've got Noah Flight playing Unwanted Gods. We've got Pobo playing Monolithic. So the Pobo Monolithic match is going to be huge because Monolithic coming fresh off of a win against Unwanted Gods from last week. They've secured themselves at 1-1. And Pobo and Monolithic both tied not only in win-loss, but also map win and loss. So that match will decide second place, regardless of how you slice it. So that match will decide second place. In Group Bravo or Division Beta, you have Night Marchers playing SYG. So again, that is another match that will probably decide second place in the division. Again, Millennium 7, nobody's going to scrape that. And I've been really thoroughly disappointed in how Expulsion has played after putting them in my top 4 at the beginning of the season. And I don't think there's a shot that they beat Millennium 7.
No.
And then Division Charlie, obviously we saw Final Form beat Clemson on Monday, so that is securing Final Form's first place spot, and Aspire plays Safari with this week, and I'm assuming that Aspire is going to take that pretty handily. So I think Division Charlie, which is wild, right? Because last week we talked about how hotly contested Division Charlie could be. Out of the 4 divisions, I think Division Charlie is the only one that we could safely bet on being laid out kind of how it is now, right? So, I mean, I think how Division Charlie is laid out now is how we're going to roll into the playoffs.
Clemson already played Final Form, so Aspire plays Safari, right?
Right, correct.
So, yeah, I think, yeah, you're right. Definitely. Because Clemson they don't have any more chances. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Right. Which is wild, right? Because just last week we talked about how hotly contested Division Charlie was. And honestly, it was at the time, right? But
until Final Form
loss.
3-0'd Clemson or 3-1 them or whatever it was.
Yep, 3-0. Yep, as that was the backbreaker for Division Charlie. In the Final Form coming out and mollywopping Clemson like they did on Monday. That's pretty much, I think, solidified the division standings going into the playoffs. So I think Charlie, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was, I think that one's pretty much already done and dusted. I think Charlie's going to be how it sits now.
I think that's the only one too.
Yeah.
Because not in Division Delta, not including the Natural Talent remarkable comeback or whatever. Triptych wins that match, they bump up to second place, so that'll change their board. Pobo and Monolithic is going to be an incredible match. It's going to be a match that I'm really looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Agreed.
one,
Really wish we could have got it on stream.
yeah, definitely. Is that one scheduled? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
You don't see it? Hang on, let me look and I'll see if it's good.
I'm also only looking in the schedule poster, not on the doc.
No, that one has not been scheduled yet.
Yeah, that would have been a good one for Wednesday night.
Yeah, it would have. How unfortunate, because honestly, that would have been a crazy match. And I mean, one that fun fact for you and for everybody watching. I don't know if you saw this, Cole, but did you know that Monolithic beat Unwanted Gods 3-1, and they played 3v4 on the first two maps? Yeah. So they lost the hard point in a 3v4. Monolithic only had 3 players for the hard point and the S&D. They lost the hard point, understandably so. You're just not going to win a hard point.
They fucking respawn. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. So you're just not going to win a match like that. It was like 250 to 88. But then they won the S&D in a 3v4. 6-3 against Unwanted Gods. And then they got their 4th player for the control and the second hard point, and they won those maps as well. So they won.
I'm not gonna talk any shit on Unwanted Gods.
They won a 3-1 series. I'm
not gonna.
stating the facts.
No. I'm leading into other points. I'm not going to disrespect Unwanted Gods at all. However, the balls, the audacity, the tippableness that you could give to Monolithic Gaming for fucking saying this team is ass. We're gonna play the first 2 maps or first 3 maps, 3-4, and not give a fuck, and then still win the series.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, man!
Extremely tippable. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that until today. While I was scrolling up through the scoreboards, and I just so happened to run across it. They played their match on the 21st, right? So they played their last week's match, basically the last day before it reset into week 3. And yeah, sure enough, they won one of the first 2 maps, 3v4, which is fucking nuts. But I mean, I guess on paper, if there was a map that you were going to win 3v4, it's more than likely going to be Search and Destroy. But they
sure. And even maybe a control. Yeah, you get the same amount of lives if you start with 3.
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see it with 3 with control.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's crazy. With that being said, before we get into the breakdown for the match that we saw on Monday, what do you think your if you had to lay $100 to a donut, what do you think your top 8 is now as it sits, and knowing who
my
plays?
top 8?
Yeah, who do you think your top 8's going to be?
NOLA, Monolithic, Final Form Aspire, Hyped, Triptych, M7, SYG.
So you're going to take Hyped and Triptych, even though you think Natural Talent's going to win the series?
Oh no, you're right. Hyped and man, I don't know if I think. I don't want to bet against Natural Talent, but I don't know if I think they're gonna win that series.
I don't know either. I really don't.
I just feel like I can't. But they would have to. It would have to be a 3-1 or better for them to get playoff.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're gonna do that.
You don't think
so? Actually, to correct you, I have Natural Talent winning that map or winning that match, but I have Hyped and Triptych winning this division.
Okay. So you have them winning. So you have them winning in a 3-2.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could see that. So I'm gonna say Null Flight and Monolithic. I agree with an Alpha.
After you telling me they did a 3v4, I'm just gonna bet on them. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna bet on Null Flight and Monolithic. I'm gonna say M7 and Night Marchers for Bravo, and then obviously Charlie is pretty much already decided in the Final Form and Aspire. And you know what? Just because I like the underdog story, I'm gonna go with Hyped and Natural Talent in the top 2.
So is there no way here that's... Oh, well, I guess Hyped plays Savior, and they're probably getting 3-0'd, so there's no chance. Right. Yeah, they're fucked. Yeah, that's tough for them.
Yeah, because that's... That's my biggest thing, right? We're sitting here debating on whether it's going to be triptych or natural talent. And of course, that's predicated on Xavier getting 3-0'd, which I would bet my car that Xavier gets 3-0'd. I just don't see it, right? And that's not throwing shade at Xavier. I just unfortunately think that Hyped's new roster is in a class of their own. I really
Betting
do
your
when it comes
car
to-
though,
I would bet my car on it.
you don't
I
think
would
that
bet-
there's an
Nope. I sure
there's
don't.
no random chance in hell they win an S&D or something?
No, God no. Especially not an S&D.
Yeah, I
don't-
just said S&D, but like
No, I know. Yeah,
there's
I
no
don't.
snowball chance in hell of anything. You don't think at all? They couldn't win a map.
The only way I think Xavier wins a map is if Hyped plays 3v4. That is, in my mind, that is the only way that happens.
See, I feel the same way. I feel like Hyped is gonna sweep them. It's gonna be a 3-0. But the way Amateur COD is, I'm not putting my car on the line for a sweep. No shot.
I have faith in the Hyped Esports roster. I just think that they're in a whole class of their own.
I agree. So that leads me to what I was gonna ask you next. Hyped is your clear winner. And
Of
it's
the entire
yeah,
league?
yeah, and it's easy. They walked.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they'll face true competition until the second round of the playoffs, though. When we start seeing the number one seeds across the board, playing each other, I don't think Hyped sees legitimate challenge until then, though.
Honestly, I don't think Hyped sees legitimate challenge outside of M7 and Final Form.
Oh, I think Nola's gonna give them a great game if they play Nola. I think Nola would give them a great game too. I think all of the number one teams across all divisions would give Hyped a great series. I think that in my opinion, I think that the team that has the best shot of beating them is probably Nola. Either Nola or Millennium 7. I don't think Final Form has quite what it takes to be Hyped. I don't. I think Final Form is a great team, and I think that they are drastically improving the longer I've seen them play. But I just don't think that they would have the slaying capability to keep up with Hyped right now. Don't.
I think I disagree with you. And I also think that I was wrong in what I said because Nola is extremely good now that I think on it. In the matches that I've watched of them.
Mhm.
And they have a sick ass jersey.
Can't bet against the jersey with the Louisiana skyline in it. That's just
Bro,
not
that
gonna
all
happen.
white one is so fucking
It's
clean.
fire.
Oh my
It's fire.
god.
It's fire. I want one really bad.
Final Form just released their jerseys, by the way.
I saw that. Those are looking pretty fresh too.
Yeah, they're not bad. Red and black's just a bad colorway to make jerseys out of, but
See, I like I like the red and black color combo. What I don't like is I don't like the style of jerseys with the collar.
yeah, the fucking
don't
League of
like that.
Legends ass jerseys,
Yeah,
I hate that
don't
shit.
Like that. I don't like that. But that's
But
a
it's
personal
also
preference thing.
it's also that's also like what the Valorant, some of the Val teams wear
Mhm.
and shit too. I don't like the style.
It's just a style. It's a style choice for me, but I'm not a fan. Every jersey I've ever gotten from competing or otherwise has always been essentially a T-shirt.
Nah,
It's,
my K7 baseball jersey goes ham.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You got a baseball jersey. I didn't, so I opted for the regular jersey.
I think you're right, and I think that also. I mean, as I sit here thinking, I don't think that there's. I don't think there's a team in this league that's not a number 1 rank on this screen that takes a map off Hyped Esports.
Really? That takes a map?
Yeah.
Really? I don't agree with that.
And I also, well, no, I'm not going to say the same thing, but yes, I do feel that way.
I don't agree with that. I mean, I understand the.
And I also don't think, but on that same point, I don't think Hyped is going to win this season.
You don't think that?
Nope. I think the way it's going to match up is they're going to play like I don't know exactly how the bracket's going to get set up, but I think the way I'm thinking of it is it's going to match up Alpha and Delta and Beta and Charlie.
That's how I would imagine it.
And so they're going to play Pobo or Monolithic first, walk through that, and then play NOLA and lose.
Oh, wow.
I think it's going to be a tight-ass fucking match, a 3-2 obviously, but I think that if there was a time to choke, K7 League is the league they do it in. I don't think that they choke in a Challengers Cup or, you know what I mean? And I think that NOLA has some players, if I'm not mistaken, CCL, that are playing in the CCL.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Those guys.
Not only the CCL, but also in Challengers, too.
Yeah. But Hype doesn't have CCL players, correct?
Correct. They're all Challengers players.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, in some weird logic, that we see a NOLA Flight Final Form championship.
Well, so as it sits right now, right? So they have a bracket. They have a playoff bracket that is
on the stat sheet?
Yeah, that is unfinished. It basically just pulls the top 2 teams from each division currently. So let's say as it's laid out right now, we would have, so it actually looks like it is.
If they put Alpha and Beta and Charlie and Delta together, I'm going to be pissed off.
Well, it doesn't right now. It looks like they're going off of overall seeding. So they put them seeded 1 through 8.
Then why
so
would
right now?
Then fuck these division standings. Give me the overall standings.
Well, so then right there, so then as it sits right now, right, like in the seeding, they have Final Form at number 1 seed clearly because they're the only team that's 3-0. And then they have Savior United as the 8th seed.
Yeah, I don't care. Give me the top 4 seeds.
So top 4 seeds right now as it sits is Final Form, then NOLA, then Hyped, then Millennium 7, which I don't understand. Personally, I think Hyped should be the 4th seed because they're the only team, or they're the
team
have
with 2 map losses.
Right?
Yeah.
I get Final Form being the number 1 seed as of right now
because they have 3 wins.
3 wins.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's obviously subject to change. So they're gonna do it. It looks like they're gonna do it with a total 1 through 8 seeding, and then do it that way. Of course, the bracket is double elimination, so you will have an opportunity for someone to make a loser's bracket run as well.
If there was a team to win out of losers, it's Hyped.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that as well. So let's say Hyped goes in 3-0. Millennium 7, I think, is going to 3-0. Expulsion, which is who they play this week. I think NOLA is going to 3-0 Unwanted Gods. I think that's going to be, I think that's all sort of.
So that means NOLA and M7 are guaranteed 2 and 3.
Well, to me, that means NOLA and Millennium 7 are guaranteed 1-2. Because Final Form.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because they lost. Final Form lost one. Yeah, you're right.
So that puts NOLA Flight and Millennium 7 in at seed number 1 and seed number 2 respectively. And then Final Form in at seed number 3, and then Hyped Esports at seed number 4. Because I just don't see.
Damn, it's really gonna come down to where the second place division teams line up in the bracket. It's gonna where those guys place in comparison to the number ones is gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, so I mean you have
not necessarily because it'll be a tough competition, but because of who they play after.
So what I think will be the biggest tell, right, is who gets the number 1 seed and who gets the number 2 seed. Because if that happens, right? Let's say everything that I just said happened, or that's going to happen happens. So you get 3-0 victories from NOLA, 3-0 victories.
I wonder
from
what
Millennium
NOLA
Seven.
and M7 tiebreaker is.
I don't know. I don't know.
Overall
but I do
kills.
know that that would be cool. That hyped. So hyped either which way in the second round is going to play either NOLA or Millennium 7, depending on who gets first seed.
Right. Which is where they lose to NOLA. They go to losers and make a run.
Okay, I could see that.
Final Form beats NOLA in the match before they play hyped.
I could see that. I could see that happening.
M7, all love to you, but I don't think you have a chance to win this. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't know. I think if there is well, you know my opinion. I think if there is a team that's going to beat hyped, it's going to be either NOLA or Millennium 7. I just unfortunately don't think Final Form has the slaying capability to beat hyped. But I could be wrong. That's what playoffs are for. Obviously, anything can happen. So
Marsky sells. Mark that down, boys.
yeah, remember that I was the guy who didn't believe.
Take notes.
Remember that. All love. I love Final Form. It was really nice to be able to meet them and talk to them, but unfortunately I just don't see it happening. With that being said, you want to roll into the match we saw on Monday.
Yeah, the sweep. Another shifty corncasted sweep.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, it was a great match. I mean, we saw some brief flashes of greatness from Clemson, especially in the beginning part of that map number 1 hardpoint on Mercado. At one point, it was 61-20 in favor of Clemson after P2. So they got 61 combined points on the first 2 points. And then they went on Final Form went on like 120 to 30 point run. And then after P6 on Mercado had a 90 point lead. So it was pretty egregious.
Pretty clear cut.
Yeah, so Final Form was a little bit slow rolling during the beginning of the first map, but got better as it went on. Big stat that we like to talk about, Final Form 64 non-traded kills, Clemson 53. So again, the final score of that hard point, if you missed it, was 250 to 193. So a close game, to say the least, but really taken away by Final Form after that 120 to 30 point run. That was really what solidified it.
I just want to mention this while we're on hardpoint. Spike for Clemson has a 92 overall in hardpoint.
That doesn't shock me.
But hold on.
He's a solid AR roll.
Let me finish.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. But
Cells 96, Marskis 99.
What does Marskis have?
99.
That doesn't shock me either. My God, he's an animal.
Dude's fucking lit.
Yeah, he started off 1-7. I think Marskis actually might have been a big part of why Clemson got off to such a hot start.
Brother has a 2.09 KD in hardpoint.
That doesn't shock me. I mean, he started 1-7 in that hardpoint and finished. Hang on, I have the scoreboard here. He started. He started 1-7 in that hardpoint and finished 23-20.
Yeah, he just had to wake up. That coffee hadn't kicked in yet.
Yeah, right. Maybe he shameless plug. Maybe he decided to step away and take a shot of the Kindred headshot. That the hot sauce.
I'm glad you said that. I've been forgetting every fucking week. Text, forgive me, boss man. I got this bottle. The whole reason I got this bottle, not only to try the wonderful sauce, because this actually is really good hot sauce, but to put the fucking bottle on camera and show the logo, and I've yet to do it. So here we go. Headshot logo. Kindred sauces. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see the white one. No shot. Yeah, no chance. You're just gonna look at this one.
What a beautiful bottle.
That's from the Kindred Sauce Company. KINDR 3D.
Kindred Nations, baby.
They I'm glad you said that because I've been trying to put the bottle on camera the whole time and I forgot. They're our league sponsor, they're our show sponsor. They're the reason we have a player of the week. They're the reason that we have clips. As well as the fact that the owner of the league, Hero, clips all of the shit from VODs and puts it into a folder for us. Very, very thankful for that hard work. I also want to shout out real quick while I'm doing this, Danny. Thank you for clipping the show for Twitter. All of your clips are very well done, and I appreciate all the effort you put into helping share and grow the show along with Hunter.
Big shout out to Danny. She's great. She's good people. I've worked with Danny now for the last 2 years, and she's a real gem. She's really good at her job. That's for sure.
Definitely. Before, except for the week 1 when she did tweets, she put the ads first, and none of the tweets got sent.
Yep. Yeah, I heard about that. But with that being said, we had so again a 250 to 193 in the hard point. Map number 2 was again Mercado, this time Search and Destroy. A 6-3 map victory for Final Form. Guess who? Marski's again 14-5.
Guess what Marski's overall is in also in S&D?
99.
A fucking 99. This kid is lit.
He's disgusting. I mean, he pretty much single-handedly carried the torch.
Oh, brother, listen to this setup, okay? Marski's hardpoint 99, S&D 99, control 79, cells hardpoint 96, search and destroy 66, control 99. So they have a 99 player in each game mode. I don't think any other team, as I do some quick looks here. I think the only other person in the league with a 99 overall rating. Oh no, there's 2 of them, sorry. Risky, his control overall rating is a 99. And who did I see? I think it was BMO. Where'd it go? BMO has a 99 in S&D.
Oh wow, okay. So there you go.
But two players outside of Final Form have 99 overall ratings, and only 2 players. Final Form has a 99 overall rating in each game mode. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that it goes to show, right? I mean, Final Form has had some dominant victories in the Charlie division. So
absolutely, yeah.
That doesn't shock me. I mean, Marski's again 14-5 in the S&D. I mean, almost triple positive, really carrying the torch, pretty much single-handedly for a Final
1.7 KD in Search and Destroy all year.
Well, and that 14-5 really helped. That for sure.
Wait. He was what?
He was 14-5
in the S&D.
Correct. Has the stat sheet not been updated yet?
Nah, well, maybe. But if so, then his S&D, it could, there's no way it has. No way it has. Couldn't have been. Because he only has 27 kills. Total.
Right. I mean, they've only played
so he had 14. Yeah, but he had 14 in one match. And then, what, 13 in the other 2? I guess that sounds logical. 7, yeah, it does sound logical.
7, yeah. That to me makes sense. I don't know.
Damn, he fucking went crazy in this one.
Well, yeah. I mean, he had to. He was going huge. He was going huge for sure. And then map number 3, control was a 3-0 in favor of Final Form. Player of the game for that one was not Marskies. It was actually Freaky from Final Form. He went 24 and 10.
Yeah, he has a 2.4 KD. That's the only map that he's played, or the only stats that he has though. Is for that
Who,
control. Yeah.
Yeah, he
And he went 6 and 6 in the S&D. Okay, I guess he did play the whole map, or the whole match. But I want to highlight here on the control game mode, Cells with a 2.15 KD is absolutely disgusting. I don't remember what his KD was in this match, but
was
anytime there's a green 2 on my stat sheet, I know that you're a gunny.
Who were you asking about?
Cells.
I don't know. Cells didn't play in the match on Monday.
Damn, that's crazy. They lost their best
tricks.
control player and then picked up Freaky, who played control 30.
Yep. He went 24 and 10 in the control. Cells unfortunately was not able to make it in the match on Monday, so we did get to miss the dynamic duo of Marskies and Cells, which is unfortunate. But
Damn, so Cells is holding that 99 control off 2 matches.
Yep.
Less shine to that, less polish.
little bit for sure. I mean, but one of those was against probably the number 2 team in Division Charlie, so he did play the match against Aspire, so that does still say something.
Yeah.
It doesn't say much that he did it against Safari, but against Aspire for sure. That stat still carries some
You didn't
weight.
have to shit on Safari, bruh.
I mean, hey, they're 0-6. 0-6 right now in map count. Probably going to be 0-9 after they play Aspire this week. So, again, no hate, just calling it like I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't see... There's clear-cut solid teams, and there's clear-cut duds.
Yep.
And that
there's quite the skill gap,
Yeah.
I think.
It's a very, very
across all
clear
divisions.
curve.
Agreed. I never thought I'd say it, but now I think Division Alpha might be one of the more contested divisions now in terms of talent. Division Bravo as well, with Night Marchers and SYG in there as well. But
I honestly... as a whole, I'd say Division B has been the most competitive all year.
I think that's true.
Which is that was our last pick. That was the complete opposite of everything we said preseason.
True. Yeah, Division Bravo is really really shocked me. I think for sure. So Night Marchers have come out swinging the last 2 weeks, and SYG not doing too bad as well. So trending down right now is SYG, but Night Marchers and SYG.
Well, they also played
deciding
M7, so
True. And we're the only team so far to lose a map to Expulsion. Well, so
that's tough. Daddy Proof probably took over on that one.
it very well may have. But yeah, so that's pretty much the breakdown I've got. Again, match on Monday was good. It was great to be casting with Corn. It had been a long time. It was a 3-0 fashion, but every 3-0 matches, unless they're just mud hole stomping, still have some flashes of greatness in it.
Anytime there's a Shifty and Corn cast, it's entertaining.
True. It was a good time.
We're at 45 minutes runtime here. We're going with a shorter episode today because, like we said, no Wednesday streamed match, and like half the matches left to play, half the matches left of week 3 are yet to play. So we don't have really a lot to go on, but I can't believe we even got this far, to be honest.
That's what happens when we break down the division standings, dude.
Yeah, true. I can't wait for the bracket breakdown, either next week or 2 weeks from now. I don't know exactly. Why did that change my camera so much? Oh well. I'm excited to break it down. I just don't know if I think what we're gonna end up doing, we'll probably talk later after we get done recording, but I think we might take next week off.
Yep.
Because they're gonna take next week off and then record in 2 weeks. But maybe we do it a week early just to get ahead of things. I'm not sure yet. We'll talk about it. But I think the only thing we got left are clips. And let's see how many I got. With only one streaming match, I can't imagine we have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 clips.
Let them fly. Let the clips fly.
Let's see. We'll start with BMO. BMO in a credit
Esports
spot.
Freaky again going to be the player to watch now for Final
That's
Four.
true.
He
Look
and
at
BMO.
that. I didn't even
BMO
know
in
that
a
was a
credit
spot.
spot right now on top of the garage.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to drop down and pick up one. He's got one more to his right. Not going to be able
Would've
to
been a
win it.
nastier clip if
Again,
he got that
Route
two-piece
Man
on the
gets
back door.
paid. You mentioned it rotating to Esports Freaky again going to be the player to watch now for Final Four as he and BMO. BMO in a
Yeah, that's a fucking sick spot. And it's also very weird to hear you casting and also like be recording with you at the same
I
time.
know, yeah. It's hard at
ready
the same
spot
time,
right
yeah,
now on
but-
top of the
Yeah, 'cause I
garage.
know I
He's
made
going to
that
drop
call.
down and pick
I
up one.
remember
He's got
thinking,
one
what
more to
the
his
hell
right.
is he doing up there?
Hell yeah. Shout out to Shots. That's a Shotsy spot.
It is, yeah. It's a crazy spot. I mean, I know how you would get up there now that I've seen it, but I mean, you just take the jump from the top plat inside of garage, but I just have never thought of that. So that's interesting.
Have you ever watched Shotsy just run around the map?
Yeah,
Not in like playing.
not in league matches. Yeah,
Yeah.
just watch it, yeah.
There's times where he'll just go around to like find, like when this game came out, he spent 2 or 3 days on stream just running around maps finding spots like this, and he was just jumping into like random walls with bricks sticking out like half an
Yep.
inch just to see if he could stand and shit. The dude's a fucking sweat.
Mm.
A lot, right? Again, for huge first blood for Freaky is now the full defensive presence has been known inside.
Is that considered a snake right there, or he
let me
just
go back
peeked
and
up
play
and
again.
peeked down?
A
Go back
lot,
and play
right?
again.
Again, for huge first blood for Freaky is now the full defensive presence has been
Yes,
known.
that is a snake.
Just
That's a
going
great
up and down
example of a
once is a snake.
No, it's not snaking, but that is how you snake. So I would
Gotcha.
consider that a snake, but the motion in which Trixie did that is how one does snake.
Yeah, so like if he did it one more time, he's snaking.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Known inside of this bottom cantina area, but we see that a lot. We see a lot of stalemates on this map trying to play
I
a game
remember
of
this.
chess as Freaky
Nasty.
is telling Clemson that they're playing
Yeah,
checkers
jump
and
out
we're playing
two-piece,
chess.
Nice
3
spatial awareness,
humongous
good
kills.
comms.
Bruh, watching your teammate die, then grabbing your nutsack, jumping around the stairs and saying, "Hold this," is fucking incredible.
Yep, that's a great example of good trades right there.
Presence
Trixie
has
in a great
been
spot.
known inside of this bottom cantina area, but we see that a lot. We see a lot of stalemates on this map trying to play a game of chess.
Oh
as
shit,
Freaky
homie died.
is
Let me hold my
telling
dick, bitch.
Clemson that they're playing
Mhm.
checkers and
Fucking
we're playing
dirty.
chess. 3 humongous kills.
Also, love your little metaphors thing. Anytime you can slip in a nice little comment like that.
I can't hear the clip.
Oh, hold on.
So-
I'll tell you what it says. I'll tell you exactly what you say.
So-
A
what
lot,
did I
right?
say?
Again, for huge first chess and playing checkers. Clemson that they're playing checkers and
Final Form reminds Clemson that they're playing checkers and we're playing
Oh,
chess.
We're playing chess. Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, yeah.
fire call, brother.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
This is a how it falls apart.
and Diff going to be your first entry fragger, and he will pick up 1, make
Oh.
it 2 with that sniper rifle. Marski's with a 3rd.
Oh,
How
the
it falls
two-piece snipe
apart.
from Diff,
Clemson
I remember
Esports
this.
taking the first
I
blood
thought he was
by
about to
nothing
quickscope.
else. Huge trades, and that's going to be it, man.
No, so that scenario
so-
right there was a 2v4 that
Oh, yeah,
Diff
yeah, yeah.
won almost strictly off
Give
of
your first entry fragger,
Diff's 2-piece with the sniper rifle.
and he
So
will
he
pick
got
up
one and then killed a second, immediately evened up the odds.
1, make
Oh.
it 2 with that sniper rifle. Marski's with a third. How it falls apart. Clemson
Yeah, that's
Esports
tough.
taking the first blood,
Oh
but
my God.
nothing else. Huge trades, and that's gonna be it, man.
And also,
Oh, it's so.
this this match was a very clear cut anti first blood stat line.
It was. Yeah, Clemson got the first blood almost every round. And I mean, in fact, there were 2 rounds. There was a 2v4 and a 3v4 that were pretty egregious, actually. For Clemson, definitely some flashes in the pan, some things to be happy with in that hard point.
You know, I think if you are Clemson, and this is not to sound like I'm just favoring Final Form to the highest extent right now,
That's
but
nasty.
that scoreline looks a lot better than the
Marski's the
entire
man.
story was. You started out the
Oh,
game
absolutely.
hot.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
That's a nasty game ender right there.
I thought Corn was about to shit on Clemson, but the clip cut off. I couldn't tell exactly what he was gonna say.
Their live
This one's called "Oh No, Way to Throw."
advantages, and right now
I think this is
a
the
hell
Oh yeah, they posted this clip on Twitter, I think.
of a task for
By the way, if you're not
Marski's
following them, go follow
Freakies.
K7
Going to be able to
at K7 Live
Bruh.
on Twitter.
Did you see that
Yeah, he
shit?
stopped
Come on,
shooting. Yeah, he
Marskies.
stopped-
I made this call. Yeah, he stopped shooting.
for Marski's Freakies. They're going to be able to. Oh no! He thought he was dead, but he will turn.
Hold on. I know he fucked up, and I know he didn't mean to do that, but tell me that's not the swaggiest way to shit on someone in a COD game ever.
Oh yeah,
Live
basically
advantage.
180ing.
Yeah. No, that's
Oh,
a full
yeah.
360.
And
Yeah,
right
I
now,
guess you're right.
This
Yeah.
is a hell of a task
This dude hit him with a full 360. No scopes to kill, too.
for Marski's Freakies. They're going to be able to. Oh no!
Oh, no,
thought
he was
dead,
ADS.
but he will turn back around. Big kill
no.
there. Freaky
Yeah,
taking
that
the
was
second.
2v4 that,
This may be
really and
huge,
truly,
and
I think
Clemson
lost Clemson
may
the game.
throw my words right back
It's
in my face,
tied up
potentially
3-3 here.
losing a
Clemson gets the
4v2
first 2
scenario
bloods.
here,
All
as
they have to
Freaky and
do is
Marski's
surround
need
him
to
at
get this
A.
bomb down low.
In
Daddy,
final
pop.
form, doing
This
a hell of
middle
a
trade
job
might be huge.
getting out of that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's been a very common, very reoccurring theme for Clemson is just that close.
Yep, giving away rounds that they
Yeah,
should
that
win.
first match against the Spider too. Just the couple momentum swings that I was talking about. They were right there. It's just
Mhm.
they need something to change it up. Just something to get them over the hump.
Mhm.
Be the big player to help enter this B site, but Classy, very wise
2v1.
play to check that dark alley is now for the first time on an offense.
Oh, sorry.
We see Clemson
3v2.
with the direct
Mhm.
numbers advantage. See how they can work with it. Marski's jumping
That's a
up
great-
into the
that's a
window.
great
Peekaboo
push from
spike. He's going to
Marski's.
take you down. Now a
Oh, you
2v2
ruined your own call. Don't talk.
Why?
Don't talk.
Okay.
with the direct numbers advantage. See how they can work with it. Marski's jumping up into the window. Peekaboo spike. He's going to take you down.
Peekaboo
Now a
spike. He's gonna
2v2
take
again.
you down.
The time is dwindling away. Yeah, you've got to run here. Now Wheezy taking.
Fire.
That's a great push from Marski's. Really heads up play.
Anytime you can jump a window and then peek in, kill someone first floor, I love those
Yep.
type of plays.
Yep.
Last one we got is a BMO one that was posted on
This
the
clip was
on
also
the
posted on
yeah
Twitter.
on the league account. So if you don't follow K7 on Twitter, make sure you follow. Let me get the actual at K7 League. Make sure you hit that follow button. Oh, while we're here, at Sauce Mandela on Twitter, the funniest Twitter user you might ever see. Don't follow me on Instagram though, cause I'm ugly.
On everybody's mind is who will go down first.
And trying for the side of Final Form to break into Top Cantina here. Spike and company in a great angle. BMO able to take one and make it a
That
second.
was
On
fucking
everybody's mind is
disgusting.
who will go down first.
And trying for the side of Final Form to break into Top Cantina here.
That's
Spike
a
and
hell of a
company in
spot,
great
too.
Angle. BMO
Yeah, it
able to
is.
take one and make it a second. Oh my goodness, the snapper from BMO, and that leaves Trix alive in a 1v4. And you and I both know that 1v4 is very difficult.
This falling kill
in this game.
is
Final Form to
incredible.
Break into Top Cantina.
Not the
here.
first one, not this one. When he kills this guy right here with the bomb,
Spike and company in a great angle.
that
BMO able
that
to
kill
take this
is
nasty.
sick.
Yeah, it's nasty. That's nasty. I had to win the league. When I saw that the league posted that tweet, I had to quote tweet it and at BMO and say those were nice shots. It
Yeah.
was, it was pretty gross.
Pretty gross. Again, brief moments of greatness for Clemson. That again tends to be the
Hopefully that's something that they can
operandi.
figure out and string together in the CCL. Or season 2 in March when we run back up K7.
Yep. I mean, that's. I'm glad that you said that because that does tend to be their modus operandi, right? That.
Ooh,
is-
big words from Hunter.
I know, right? That really has been their MO for a majority of the league. You know, they just get so close, right? They get so close. They have so many close calls, so many situations that were very winnable for Clemson. I mean, you know, just those 2 rounds that I mentioned earlier, the 3v4 loss and the 2v4 loss, just like that, boom, you have a 5-5 S&D that you're pushing it to.
And you're running
on
with a
those 2
different
rounds
momentum
alone.
and
Right,
confidence, and you're
so-
playing a different strat, and yeah, completely changes everything.
I agree. Unfortunate, but that's unfortunately sometimes how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. I think that's it for me. You have anything else?
Nope, that's it for me. Sauce plugged his Twitter, so go follow mine at ShiftyHJP. Exactly how it is spelled down here at the bottom. Make sure you like and subscribe, by the way.
Yes, please
Well,
like and
like-
subscribe.
This content, us sitting here bullshitting about K7 League, and let us know in the comments if there's anything else that you guys want us to tackle in the podcast.
Yeah, any tips, if you have any suggestions too, let me know. Any type of comment you put on the YouTube, I will respond to. I will at least like and reply. If it's a good comment, I might respond to it. Let's see. No scheduled matches for stream because we will be off. No streams next week.
Yep.
I believe technically 3 weekends from now. So not this weekend coming up, and not next weekend, but the weekend after that will be the championship weekend.
Yep.
And you should see at least one episode. Well, no, you're only going to see one episode. I'm not going to do more than one. You'll see one more episode between now and then, and you'll probably see a season recap at the end, I would assume. So that's what you can expect from us. We still haven't decided on next week or the week after for the playoff preview, but I'll let you know. I'll let everybody know on Twitter. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the teams and players that are watching. I appreciate you guys participating. I'm gonna do something. I think I'm gonna do something really big for this playoff headshot, but the plans are still in the works, so we'll see. I'm not gonna reveal anything yet. Just know there might be a big surprise in the works. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good week, and we'll see you soon. Peace.